Hi Shannon, hi Ange. Welcome back guys. Hi Dawn. Hi Moon. Hi Moon. Okay, so you guys seen how the readings take place. Thank you. Everybody's comment. I appreciate it. I feel it just looks like, but all I did was straighten it a little bit more today to get some of the frizz out. I'm back. Hey everyone. Hi Katie. Thank you for the repost and the FYPs. Let's keep tapping, Sharon. Get me out there. No. This is where I let one of my nieces try to do highlights. She wanted to practice doing highlights, and it just turned out like it's been growing out for, gosh, over a year. I'm like, I don't care about hair. Thank you, Diane. Tap and share, tap and share. FYP, Cool Bean, thank you for that. And obviously that reading went over because I wanted to try to pull through the other four. But okay, keep tapping and sharing. Tap and share, tap and share. What was I going to talk about? Something I was going to talk to you guys about. I am going to do, thank you, Diane. I do want to do NDE. I'm trying to work on this. It's going to be on another site. The Z meetings. You know what I'm talking about, guys? I've got, I think, 3 people that have NDE experiences, and I just want to go there. I just think that'd be so neat, all of us to go over and discuss that, hear their stories. That would be awesome. So I'll eventually get that set up. I'm not sure when, but hopefully you all can join us. And it would be a neat discussion. Yeah. I don't have one that I know of, remember, that type of thing. I know as a baby, I got injured pretty bad. Long story short, I fell on the corner of an end table. Imagine this, I was really short, and I learned to walk like at 8 months old. Barely 8 months old, and my mom said I was just zooming through the house. NDE, can somebody type in NDE actual spelled out, because I don't think I can really say it on here. But anyway, barely 8 months old. I guess I would run under like the kitchen tables and stuff and never even have to duck, you know. But here I walked early, was walking forever, that type of thing. And when I was like 18 months old, I tripped, I guess, on, thank you guys, and I hit the corner of an end table. I have scars. I have a scar up here somewhere. One, it's on my eyebrow. I don't know what these scars are up here, but this is a chickenpox scar. So you guys need to, when you're tapping, just tap the chickenpox scar. But anyway, I guess instead of, coming out, the injury came out, it went in. Okay? And I guess I got pretty bad, and I don't know the story. I don't know for sure. Some uncles are like, you almost passed away. They told family you might not make it. But then like some of my siblings are like, I don't think so. I don't think, So I don't know. All I know is I have my whole life loved hearing NDE experiences. For one, it's just so amazing. And then second, these people say things, because I watch them on TV and stuff. They say things that Spirit has said to me that there's no way that somebody I don't know on TV could be saying the same stuff. So, I mean, I just 100% believe them. Now, are all of them? No, maybe some of them are people just hallucinating or the meds or this or that. But I still think it's an amazing topic to talk about. Okay? Yeah, Moon. I'll get it all figured out. I got to get it. I'm so not an organized person. But I plan on getting that figured out. And hopefully in the next month I'll get it going. So anyway, I've kind of wondered if that's because you hear people that have NDEs or accidents or stuff and they connect with spirit world better. Right, Katie? Me too. Me too. It's almost like my church, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't go to a church. I'm very religious and, spiritual. That's the word I want to use. But I get so much, it's like it recharges my battery. And I love the NDE shows. So, yes, it is. Now, of course, none of us are like, yay, we want to go, But it does, I think it helps people. It helps people not be so anxious about it, is my feelings of it. Hi, Don. How are you? So I want to have. I got another restriction. There ain't nothing I said. A pill. My goodness. Anyway, music, right? There's always a reason you stumble across me. So, but anyway, I got another restriction, guys. I have no idea. I don't know what I did. I didn't do anything. But anyway. So anyway, I want to have one of those meetings to where we're not restricted, by our words and stuff like that. And now I say I wonder if that has something to do with me being able to communicate with the other side. My bad injury at an 18 months old. I know they do. But it also just runs in my family a lot. Like a lot of my siblings have like some sort of little dreams or premonitions or this or that. Nobody really communicates with the other side. Cousins, all the cousins, we can kind of sense things are around, it's and that. Hi Silas, how are you? Oh, Diane did send. Oh, okay, Diane, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here just babbling on. Okay. But anyway, I just want to talk about all that. In the Z. Don, I always thought everybody had this ability. I thought everybody knew the phone rang. I thought everybody dreamed and would talk to their, old family members that had passed. My first real experience that I remember, I was 4 years old. My great grandpa came to me in a dream and said, your mom's going to wake you up. And I passed, let them know I'm okay. Sure enough, my mom woke me up, said my grandpa passed. I told them all, he's okay. Being a 4-year-old, he's okay. They just was like, yeah. So that was my first one. Now, I went through my whole life always like knowing the phone ring, stuff like that, all this. I would get woke up in the middle of the night by spirit talking, or I would see things. I thought that was just the normal human brain. And then I was in my 30s, and long story short, somebody kept coming through, and it was for my husband, and it was a grandmother, a foster grandma that I didn't know he had. And that's when we kind of pieced together, because he's like, no, people don't have these. No, they don't. This don't. And it was like I was thrown into another world. I was so shocked. And then shortly after that, Spirit's like, let's go. Let's go. It's on, you know. And after that, shortly after that, I started doing readings, and the rest is history. Do you ever just see someone in public and are drawn to them? Yeah, I am sometimes. Yeah. Actually, quite a bit, but I do know how to kind of tell them back off. Just like we had a family get together on the 4th, and almost everybody knows. Well, all the family knows, but like it's a huge 4th event. So they invite their family and friends, my niece that holds it, this and that. And I sit on the porch and, you know, I had a Jello shot. You know, I'm not a drinker, but I took a Jello shot. And I was sitting there trying to enjoy everything. And this girl walks through the patio, and it's like, whew, and I went, you know, trying to. So I finally talked them back. I'm like, just back up. I know, you know. So sometimes that does happen, you know, but I don't go and tell people. I'm going to tell you a story really quick of the reason I don't approach people. When I first did it, I was like, okay, I didn't want it. I prayed to God. I didn't want it. Yes. Yes. I was with some siblings, and it was shortly after I learned that I could communicate with the other side. Thank you for the follow. And we're sitting there, and it was when because it's kind of like I didn't know you had to like turn it off, and it would cause anxiety, and I'm just like sitting there. We went to breakfast. I'm like, oh gosh, if this is my life, it's going to be pure hell, you know. And I'm just thinking to myself, and there's this trucker sitting over in this little small town restaurant we was at. And some of my siblings like, what's that? I'm like, I don't know. He's got this. And I don't remember the whole story. And I didn't know. And I just didn't know. I didn't know what I was doing so much. I just knew I had spirit. Well, that's what I thought, Gina. Some of my sisters like, I'll go tell him. I'm like, no, that's not right either, you know. But then we decided, okay, we were in a small town. It would bring maybe closure to him or something. And I don't remember who said it. She said it, or I told him. And I'm like, I'm a medium. And then he kind of just looks at me like, lying bitch, you're at least an extra large. Okay, so like, no, I mean, I talked to the other side. He's like, oh, but he still, I don't think, was following me. And I said, I was still just sitting there kind of drinking my soda, talking across. I mean, we're a small town, almost like Mayberry, this kind of stuff, you know. He was a nice guy, and I said, I'm just really drawn to you. So I don't, you know, I was really stuck. This poor old man thought I was hitting on him, drawn to him. I just finally dropped it, and I thought, I am not approaching. I was struggling, you know, just in general with the whole thing. So we've always kind of got a chuckle out of that, you know, him looking at me like, you ain't no medium, and then him thinking I'm hitting on him. I was like, he never pieced anything together. I think he just thought, I don't even know what he thought. But, you know, it's got some funny chuckles out of it and stuff. But then I learned quick, you know, like it's not right to go up and just talk to people like that. Like I said, I was new to this. I didn't know what I was doing. Yes, he did. He said, "Hon, I'm married." That's all right. I forgot. I'm like, I am too. He must have thought, you crazy one. So never again did I do this. You remember the waitress in Florida that her sister kept at you from the other side? Yeah. I remember the guy behind me. I told him, he's like, oh yeah, I know what a medium is. Yeah. And so I wasn't like, we just somehow worked it in there, you know. I sat there at Denny's. My cousin and my husband were in the bench behind us, and I'm having dinner with this guy talking to him. I think it was his sister or something like that, but either way. Yes, the waitress thought you were my daughter, even though you're 2 years older than me. Yep. Watch me get a restriction for that. Yes, I know. I know. Diane is ready for her reading. I was just finishing up that story. Yeah, we could sit here and have story night all the time. Maybe we should just try that one night. Okay, Diane, live 7/15/25. All right. Diane, are you ready? Are you ready, Freddie? Diane's like, forget you, I'm gone. You ran your mouth too long. Oh, there she is. Hey, lady.
Hey Deb, how are you?
I'm good. I'm just running my mouth. I didn't forget about you. I was just telling a couple stories.
You know what? I do have um, a near death experience story of my own.
Oh my gosh, I'm adding you to the list then. Adding you to the list.
It was actually while I was on life support.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got Julie, Diane, Helen. There was somebody in here the other last night that had one too. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's that four is. I just wanted to get a good handful of people. That's good. We can do this now. All right, I'll start setting it up. They're awesome. I want to know so much about yours now, but I guess we should wait. Okay. Okay. Who do you want me to connect with today?
Mom.
Mom?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Mom, mom. Mom, mom, mom. As I say that, she goes, I'm here. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm here. Immediately, now I think she's probably talking about like your childhood or something. Maybe she did this with you guys, or maybe you kids did it a lot. Immediately, she walks up to me and she goes, bubble gum in a dish. That type of thing. Did you guys ever do that?
Yes.
Okay. She just like is looking at you guys doing it and smiling. So I think that's her way of saying like those were some of her happiest years, fondest memories. Okay. Okay. Do you have a scar on your neck? Or does she why is she doing this to my neck?
Hmm.
Okay, so let me say a couple things. This could be a scar, this could be a tattoo. This could be I don't know if she had that, what are those pick lines or something in the neck. Um if none of that makes sense, then I just want to make sure.
There's a story behind that.
There is.
Yeah, if that's what she's talking about.
But you can go ahead and tell us then. She's
When I was
knowledgeable.
young, I went home one night and I had a hickey on my neck.
I would just
And I
realize that.
went straight to my mother and I asked her if she had any makeup to cover it up. And
Uh,
she was like, "You dumb thing to come to me and ask me if I cover it up."
okay. So once again, she's just talking about a memory that you guys had, that type of thing. You know how this works.
Yep.
The minute you said one night I came home and I was like, I know where you're going at with this. Okay. That was a hickey. Okay, a hickey memory. Okay. Out of you twins, were you the one that would go to her with stuff like that? And she, like you said, she's like, why would you come to me? And your others, like, was your twin the one that would kind of, um, I'm wording this is mom's words, not mine. Had enough sense to try to hide it from mom
Yes.
or anything in general like that. Okay,
Yes.
she just laughs. Like you were my special one. I like just totally giggling and laughing. Okay. What else? Come on. Talking about parallel. I think she's trying to tell me a street intersection. Um, I think she's trying to say parallel or park. Oh, wait a minute. It's talking about parallel parking? I'm assuming there's a story with that too.
Yeah, well, my twin and I took our driving tests the same day, and she, of course, got won every award there possibly could be for a driving test. And um, I couldn't parallel park, but I flirted with the guy that was in the doing the test, and he passed me.
Your mom's calling you out on everything today so far.
It's
Oh my goodness. I'm like,
embarrassing.
hey, I tell people spirits in control. When they step up here to get this reading, you have to be open to it. No, I'm joking. I know you're not upset about it. But yeah, it was like parallel. And I'm like, parallel? And she goes, parallel parking. Park. All I heard was park of it. I'm like, road? She was, she's probably thinking, my goodness, Debbie. Okay. She says, you made me laugh. You were the one that made me laugh. Behind the scene, like I could see her like without letting you guys know. And I think it's even like as maybe toddlers or young kids, like even if she got onto you guys, like she would laugh about it.
Yeah.
You made me laugh. She goes, tell her I'll let the salt and pepper comment go. I'm not going to bring it up today. I'm like, but aren't you actually doing it by bringing it up? And she just laughs. Okay. She is really showing more of her personality today, I think. Okay. Did you recently break down? She says roadside assistance to me.
Yes.
Okay. When did you do that?
About a month ago.
Well, she's aware of that. Just little things that I wouldn't know. Last leg says she loves when you get red. Is Jamie, does Jamie mean something? Is Jamie your sidekick or Jamie her sidekick? And you know how names are with me. If it's not Jamie, it's J or G.
No, it's Jamie.
It's
Jamie's my first husband.
Okay. Sidekick. Does that make any sense why she says that to it?
Sidekick, yeah, we were
Okay.
inseparable.
Alrighty. I think did she really like him?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, she says, she's like, she messed up. She should have just stayed with him. I'm like, stop.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I always say that's my biggest regret in life.
Okay. I If this is said before, I don't remember. Is he over there or is he still here?
He's still here.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing her trying to say he's there. You know, that type of thing for bringing him up. Okay. You still have contact with him?
Yes.
Okay. I think mom's still trying to be a little matchmaker from over there. I'm like, stop. She's grown. She can do it. She's like, calling. Tell her to call. I'm like, stop. Okay. Did she bring us up before one son? One son. Now, I think doesn't she have a son over there with her?
No, she has one son, though, that's living.
Why is she bringing him up again? Do you guys talk, or are you all
No,
cool?
no.
That's why she's bringing him up. They always want us to fix it, or even if it's them that doesn't want to talk, they always want us to make the call. You know,
Yeah, I've tried over and
make
over
the call.
again.
Just make the call. I think I think she's just saying.
It's not from me, it's from him.
Mhm. Can I just her way of kind of maybe validating stuff? Is it over money or material stuff? Is why he's mad?
I don't know. There was a time once where I did need to ask him for money, and he said no, he doesn't give it to family members.
Okay. She says just keep trying though. I'm like, okay. She's tried, mom, but that's just moms trying to be moms from the other side, okay?
Yeah.
She said he's stubborn. Um and he might be a little spoiled. This is what she says.
Yes, very true.
um Here's the thing, as we grow older, we do somewhat change. She does kind of make me feel like that may be what the case is with him. I feel like there's something going on in his mind that's making her bring up, like, not saying he'll be totally open to talking to you or whatever, but I think as age goes on, I think he'll realize life's too short to like bicker over
Hmm.
and over, and he may eventually open up. So, hi, Gels. So, she says just don't give up on him. Once a year or something, shoot him a message or something like that is what I think she's trying to get at. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. Birthdays, holidays.
Right. Okay. Caribou. Caribou. She's talking to somebody else over there. I think it's your other sister, not the twin.
Hmm.
And she's talking, so it's to her. So it's a little harder for me to hear her. I think I'm catching something like caribou, caribou, caribou. I can't even hear it good enough, but I just want to always give you what even little bits I'm hearing. Does any of that make sense? Are they talking about somebody's nickname or are they talking about somebody else that's over there? Caribou, caribou, Connie. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. If it makes sense, good. If not, I don't know what they're talking about. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mom. I might be wrong. You don't have any kids?
I do.
You do. Can I ask you, because she's placing one with her, did you miscarry or one of them not make it earthside?
No, they both did.
Both pregnancies did. Okay. Who's she's holding somebody's baby? I think that is a miscarry or termination. This is somebody's baby did not make it earthside. Okay.
Um, it would probably be hers.
Hers. Okay. We'll never know until we get to the other side, but she is holding a blue blankie. Okay. That's what's wrapped in them. Okay. She tells me number 3, maybe Caribbean. It's kind of like blue up here. I'm not sure.
That's her birthday.
3 is her birthday? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then she shows me like one candle and you holding it and this and that. So I'm wondering, do you do something special for her birthday? Or maybe you did something special for one of her big birthdays? Something as simple as like maybe having a cupcake and saying happy birthday, Mom, as she do it. But she's talking about either every one of her birthdays or one specific birthday. You did something.
One birthday I did for my older sister, I lit a candle.
Oh, okay. It was a sister. Okay. Now I know you're a hairstylist, right?
Yeah, I was. Mm-hmm.
Okay. But Mom's showing me her fixing your hair. So I'm wondering, did you get that from her? Was she somebody that always did your hair growing up, and that's why you wanted to do hair?
My mother was a beautician.
Oh, she was? Okay.
Yeah.
If you've said that before, I'm telling you, I would be honest with you and say, I remember you saying that. But either way,
Never
that's
did.
Okay, so that's definitely, I just wanted to make sure you knew that I was getting that from her. Okay. She's having me draw a huge rose. And it don't look like a rose, but it is a rose. That's what she's telling me in my head. Okay. It started out, I thought she was going to draw a rose, and then she added like more to it, but it's kind of spikier. So I don't know. I think there is a rose that's way bigger type of thing.
I am a singer, and I am known for singing the rose.
Oh.
And I sang it at her funeral.
Oh, how sweet. Okay. Just letting you know she knows that. Okay. She gives me her proud sign. Saying, proud of you. The song made her proud, this and that. It was an honor. Okay. Did you also pick out her clothing for her funeral?
No, I did for my twin.
Mm-mm. This is Mom. I know you're a hairstylist. Maybe you did her hair or her makeup, but there's something you did to get her ready, or your opinion on something. She's talking about her her inside the casket type of thing. Okay.
This is terrible.
Okay.
I and it wasn't anything silly. I always wondered if they ever put shoes on a corpse in the casket. I don't know. And it was my mom, and I like kind of went under the blanket and like touched her leg to see if it, and she didn't have shoes on.
Okay. So it wasn't you doing something for her, it was something you did to her.
She's calling me out again.
I'm just picturing her laying there. You're gonna, get out from under there. Get out. Like a mother would do. I see what I'm saying. They can show me one thing and I could take it another. But it
Yeah.
can be something totally. That's why I just put it out there what they're telling me, and I try to explain it the best I can. So I do know they will put shoes on if you ask, but how do we really know? I mean, there's
Yeah.
no, no,
Exactly.
we don't care anyway. But yeah,
Yeah.
except for my mom, she would have wanted her shoes, and we forgot to put her shoes on her. But anyway, okay. She's stopping me because I picked up the wrong pen. I mean, I said, "What does it matter?" She goes, "Just hold them up." The reason she's showing me green and blue, or is there a reason she didn't want me to use the green and wants me to use the blue one?
Blue was my favorite color growing up.
Okay. And you know what? I always ask them, wouldn't it have been easier just to say, "Hey, her favorite color was blue"? And they just like, you know, like, hush up, Debbie. You have nothing to do with this. Just repeat what I have to say. I'm like, okay. I feel like my lip is busted. Okay. I don't know if this is another haha tell on Diane Day story from her or if somebody else, right? I was thinking that too, Gina, when we all go to that NDE thing. I don't know if there's a busted lip story or if maybe you have just like a cracked lip. My lips look horrible, but um, she's showing me somebody's lip feels busted. Or
Well, I don't know if this is it, but my twin, a week before she passed away, she got thrown by a horse and she busted her lip and her chin.
okay, okay, dang, poor girl, that just wasn't her week. What's it? Why just curious, would that have left a mark? I mean, a scar? Were you guys
It probably would have.
were you guys identical twins?
Fraternal.
Okay,
But we did still look, similar.
yeah. I'm almost thinking like that would have helped people tell you apart.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They had to do that till we were 5 years old by birthmarks.
Okay. Your mom is in a very ornery mood today. She's like, oh, the stories. So I don't know if you girls kept her hands full at all times.
Yes.
Mom's making, well, I guess it's mom. I don't know if it's mom or sister because they might be both trying to come in together a little bit. Mom's making my scalp burn right here, but she's laughing about it. Did she have maybe a perm that burned her hair, or is there a funny perming story where somebody's scalp got kind of,
Oh, I'm sure there was. I'm so sure. Um,
it's almost
yeah.
like be a patch of hair gone or something. I don't know. I don't know. She may be showing the hair gone just to symbolize like the injury there, but it's not like bad. Like she's laughing, like it's another funny story type of thing.
Yeah.
Now she's trying to put the blame on her mom. She goes, because when I said she's a little ornery, she
Hmm.
says, she goes, oh, I blame my mom. So I don't know if her mom was the same way type of thing.
Oh, yes.
So
Oh,
she's
yeah.
passing the buck like of being the ornery one down to her mom. And I look over and she shows me her mom. And her mom's going, like, yeah, and what's everybody gonna do about it? There ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. So I'm like, okay, okay. They're all laughing. They're all just having a good old time. But here on Earth, I wouldn't have tested Grandma
No,
at
no.
all. At all. They're all backing up. Your grandma, your mom, your sister, and your twin. But your twin turns around. She may have said this before, I don't remember, but she kind of laughs and she goes, my mom's favorite. Again, over here, that type of thing. Now, I do get that from spirit world sometimes, this and that. I do not remember if this has happened with you before, but your twin is giving you a little crap, like sticking her tongue out. My mom's favorite now, because she's over there together. So your loved ones don't give you a break at all.
Oh, I know.
They're on the other side. They don't care. They're going to give you crap no matter what.
I know. I know.
Uh-huh. Your mom goes, she wouldn't want it any other way. I'm like, you're probably right. Yeah. So, yeah. Any questions at all for him?
No, thank you, Deb.
You are so welcome. Do you
Once
want to see?
again. Do I want to sing?
You want to see?
Oh my. We're talking years ago. I had a band, but
Oh, you had a band?
yeah, me and my twin. Um,
Absolutely.
when the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, and you think that love is only for the lucky and the strong. Just remember in the winter, far beneath the bitter snow, lies a seed that with the sun's love in the spring becomes the rose.
Awesome. Woo, everybody. Show her some love. Awesome. That was awesome. Okay. And that's the one you sang at your mama's funeral, huh?
That's exactly what I sang. Yes.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Well, thank you for getting up here and sharing your people again and sharing your voice. We love
Thank
it.
you. Oh, thank you. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye bye, hon.
Bye bye.
That was pretty. Awesome. Okay, guys. Um, Anybody else sending in? If not, if not, I'm gonna call it a day, and I'll get back on later this afternoon, probably between 6 and 7 again. Um, but if anybody's sending in, that's totally fine. Just let me know. Let me know. Okay, if you're new here and you haven't done so already, please make sure you follow me. Turn on those notifications, and I will plan to come back on between 6:30, 7:30, something like that. Okay. Thank you, Moon. Thank you, Moon. Um, but yeah, it's been fun. We chatted a little. We need to have just a night of just gabbing back and forth between us all. All right, guys. I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to call it a day so I can get this restriction off of me again. I may have to make a backup account just in case they end up. I've gotten so many of those. I don't know if those count or not. But all right, guys. Bye bye. Love y'all. Bye.